Sometimes you just gotta eat it. So recently, my husband and I got into a heated conversation, and he was telling me some things about me, and I literally just had to eat it. I had to take it, and there was nothing else that I could do. Normally, when we get into these situations, I will be on the defense real quick. I will be quick to be like, well, you. And I will try to throw him under the bus because I'm feeling some type of way about myself because I know what he's saying is truth. And so I didn't this time. I actually just sat there very quietly, which is not like me. That was all the Holy Spirit, which I really am just so grateful for. When I say the Holy Spirit will give you self-control, that is all, because I literally just felt like I wanted to open my mouth. I wanted to say something. And the Holy Spirit was like, are you really going to do this again? Are you really going to open your mouth and say all of this is not true? Or is what he's saying is this truth? And I was like, oh, it's true. It's all true. And I just commend the Holy Spirit on keeping my mouth shut. I needed to hear those things. Despite the fact that it was hard to hear, despite the fact that I didn't like the way I was hearing it, it didn't make it any less true. And so sometimes in this life, there are going to be things that we just don't like, but that are very true. Just because we don't like hearing something, or just because the person saying it is flawed and wrong, doesn't mean that what they're saying is flawed and wrong. The Lord appoints people to rise up and distribute truth. And when we're sitting there asking him to reveal to us our sin nature or things that we don't like, he's going to be very faithful in that. He's going to do those things, because when you ask for wisdom, he's going to give it to you. And so I had wisdom looking me in the face, punching me in the face rather, and telling me, these are the facts. These are the things that you do. And like I said, we don't always want to hear it. We don't always want to accept those things, but sometimes we just need to eat it. Sometimes we just need to be quiet and listen. Sometimes we just don't need to have anything else to say, but is this true? And accept it and own it and embrace it, and then make changes going forward. But to sit here and pretend that it doesn't exist, it's just going to come back again to rear its ugly head. At some point, someone else will tell me it. And it's like, how many times is God going to use this person, that person, this sermon, the word? How many times is he going to do these things before you're going to listen? A million, honestly. Like, he's going to continue to do those things. But it's the fact of the matter of, I want to be a person who is obedient in the beginning, not in the end. I want to be a person who listens to what the Lord is telling me to do. Elizabeth Elliot always says, delayed obedience is still disobedience. I think that that is true. And so there's a lot of things right now that I'm having to face, and I'm having to really look at myself in the mirror and go, wow, we need to do an evaluation here. We need to do an examination. And so I just wanted to share that quick encouragement of, sometimes you need to get out of your own way and put your pride down, because let me tell y'all, not that I'm proud of it by any means, but I am such a prideful person. Now, I do have moments of clarity. I'm not sitting here saying like I'm always this way. My natural disposition is to be very prideful. Now, I know that that's probably everybody's natural disposition, because else we wouldn't sin, right? If pride wasn't at the center of it. But no, I think there are some people who are really prideful and really rebellious, and I am one of those people. I don't like to be told what to do, which is really crazy, because the Lord always tells me what to do and I listen to him, but on my own terms, from the people I want to listen to it from. And for the first time, I listened and I heard. We can't allow our pride to get in the way of what the Lord is trying to do in disciplining us and working things out in us in order to be a better version of us, which is the version of us that is in the image of Christ. And so that's ultimately what he's striving for, is for us to be more like Christ. And I can't be like that if I'm in the way, putting up my defenses, putting up my walls, saying this is going to be my way or the highway. No. Humility is necessary for change. Well, I just wanted to share that with y'all. There you go. Sometimes you just got to eat it and move on. I'll catch y'all in the next episode. God bless y'all, and go be a light out there.